Good evening, Mr. Southern.
Good evening, Adrian. What's the good word today?
Well, I think we're talking about pot. It's been legal for 1 year.
Didn't I see you were touring a big pot factory on City News?
I was at Canopy Growth last week, I believe it was, near Ottawa, about an hour east of Ottawa.
This is the old, used to make Hershey bars, and now they make cannabis in there. How about that?
Yeah, lots of edibles coming out of there. Quite an eye-opener of what they're doing up there. And I guess no surprise, it's been a year since weed has been legal, and more people are smoking weed, though there's a segment of the population that is partaking a little bit more than they did before.
Yeah, pass that joint or that edible to Grandma and Grandpa, Adrian. Stats Canada says seniors are the fastest growing group of cannabis users in Canada.
Wow.
They mightn't be hitting the bong, but they are trying it out. Seniors are still use cannabis less than any other age group. However, consumption, or at least first-time consumption, is soaring. Back in 2012, 40,000 Canadian seniors reported using cannabis. When they asked again the other month, 400,000 seniors admitted to using it just within the past 3 months, Adrian. So a big jump there. Of the seniors who do use it, 52% say they do so just for medical reasons, 24% say they do it for fun, and another 24% say they do it for both reasons. And I suppose, as you say, with edibles and vapes coming on the market, you perhaps might see those numbers move higher because it'll be easier to consume, right?
For sure, and especially with CBD, which really doesn't get you high, but can help you with ailments like a sore back or knee or joints. You can see a spike there as well.
Absolutely. Could be better than a lot of those arthritis drugs, perhaps. I mean, doctors are probably recommending this more and more, I would imagine.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, we always like to point out on the flip side, from grandma to millennials, we often see them setting the trend. And there's a growing list of things that millennials aren't really into anymore.
They're not into it, and it's really changing a lot of industries. And I have to say, as a millennial, I was doing this story today, and I check all of these boxes. So I got to say, from my perspective, this is true, Adrian.
Mr. Southern setting the trends, yes.
Absolutely. We're no longer driving, okay? Millennials are waiting longer than ever to get their licenses, and some are just not getting their licenses at all. You know, services like Uber make it a lot easier these days. Younger people, they're not into big purchases like cars, and they consider driving not to be fun, but more of a chore, so putting the brakes on driving. Number two, millennials are not eating breakfast cereal like maybe a lot of other people used to do, especially when they were young, watching cartoons, Adrian, on the Saturday mornings. Get this, though. Here's the reason. 40% of millennials surveyed said they don't eat cereal because it's an inconvenient choice because you have to clean up after it. Those bowls don't wash themselves, Adrian. It's true.
It's got to be one of the easiest things in the kitchen to clean is a bowl after cereal.
You eat avocado toast, you do it over the sink, you got nothing to clean up. Number three, they're not getting married. Millennials are skipping the old wedding. In the 80s, more than two-thirds of people aged 25 to 34 had tied the knot. Now, more than half in that age group are not married at all. A couple of factors, they think, for this. If they want to get their financial house in order, get those student loans paid off, and just want to get to know someone, don't want to rush right into marriage. So these are the things the millennials are supposedly killing, Adrian.
Well, hopefully it'll reduce the amount of divorces that we see.
They have actually. It's true. The divorce rate is falling because of this, I believe.
Now, maybe this will get more people back into their cars and driving, more young people especially. Now, everyone loves a comeback, and when it involves a Sesame Street character, even better. Cookie Monster has baked a deal with a popular driving app.
Yes, the Hungry Muppet, with a serious addiction to cookies, Adrian, is back to read turn-by-turn directions on the navigation app Waze. So there's the old Cookie Monster. He can direct you home. And it's not just, oh, nom, 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 and me want cookie, but honest, actual driving instructions, apparently. The voice option is not available forever, but when they last offered it on Waze, he was one of the most popular so-called celebrity voices. By the way, Cookie Monster, marking his birthday over the weekend, he first appeared on Sesame Street November 2nd, 1969. Wow. Although his exact age remains a mystery, his cookie eating went unchecked up until 10 years ago when he finally admitted that cookies should be just a sometimes treat, Adrian.
Well, maybe there'll be less road rage on our roads as people are staring at their Waze app and their driving apps if it's Cookie Monster talking to them.
It's true, so long as he doesn't direct you to the nearest cookie factory, Adrian.
Thanks for joining us, Richard.
Thanks.